Hey guys, my name is Cameron Kurdzik, and I am the creator of Awakenpedia, which is a spiritual platform and community designed to serve the New Age and the awakening journey. I recently attended a 10-day silent retreat at Dhamma Sukha Meditation Center, DSMC, and I wanted to share my experience with all of you in an unbiased and open way that hopefully can give you some insight as to what to expect should you decide to go on this retreat yourself. I want to break this down by talking about 4 different aspects of the retreat offering, looking at the environment, the people, the program, and then the total experience itself. So let's start with the environment. DSMC is nestled deep in the woodlands of the Ozarks, which is about 2 hours outside of St. Louis, Missouri. And it's certainly in a very remote location that is unplugged from the noise of the world, which is really conducive for a silent retreat. Because this environment is one that is very quiet and peaceful and still. All you really hear is the birds and the animals rustling through the forests, and they're sitting on a dozen or so acres of land, maybe more. So there's so much space for you to explore and to be without feeling crowded by other people. You really have the space to be on your own. And I really found the entire environment to be really beautiful as well. So much life there, and you could feel that in everything. And the stars were absolutely incredible. I've actually never seen stars like it. I brushed my teeth every morning and night under a snow globe of stars, and it really just reminded me of what it means to be alive, to be here now. So the environment, I don't think could actually be any better or more suitable for a silent retreat, which is a massive plus. Looking at now the people who kind of were facilitating a part of leading and organizing this retreat, I just want to call out a few people for this retreat, which happened this past October in 2023. David Johnson was leading the retreat, and this guy just is the man. He kind of leads the show and has been studying Buddhist suttas for several decades, and walks the talk. You know, all the people there walk the talk. They practice what they preach. So there's no hypocrisy or inauthenticity, which to me makes the world a difference. So David Johnson, he led our retreat and facilitated most of the Dhamma talks, which are the teaching sessions that we had daily. And just a wealth of knowledge, really, really insightful, and a well of wisdom for you to be able to learn from and to benefit from along the awakening journey. He also wrote a wonderful book, which I recommend. It's called The Path to Nibbana. You can get it on Amazon. There's several places to order it, but it talks about the journey of transcending your craving mind and being able to access Nibbana, which is the liberated state of enlightenment itself. So recommend checking out this book too by David Johnson. Kirsten Jones, she was the retreat facilitator, organized everything from logistics and airport pickups to food and schedules, and really was just such a blessing and beautiful soul to be able to have access to on the retreat and throughout it. She went above and beyond to make sure that we all had such a lovely and safe experience to be able to really focus on our practice of loving kindness meditation. Kin Ma, she was a special guest teacher that flew in all the way from Hawaii, has been at DSMC for the past 5 years or so since she did a retreat there herself, which changed her life, which is not uncommon for this type of retreat. And so she was the guest teacher. She won't be at every retreat, but I wanted to call her out as a special shout out as well, because she was just very, very kind, a beautiful spirit, and also very knowledgeable and full of wisdom herself. And then lastly, Rosie, who is the in-house chef there, who also previously lived at the retreat center for the past 7 years. But she is just a wonderful human being, so kind, so full of life and laughter, and makes the most delicious food every single day for us. Without her, of course, none of this also would be possible either. So I want to say thank you to Rosie too. Okay, now the program itself. I'm personally somebody that doesn't come from a Buddhist background or a Buddhist family. I've always been drawn to Buddhist philosophy at a high level, intuitively in agreement with the Four Noble Truths, and the essence of which is that craving and attachment is the cause of suffering, and the dissolvement of craving and attachment is the end of suffering. That's something even though I'm not technically a Buddhist, I resonate with deeply and I feel aligned with, which is why I had a really positive experience with the program at DSMC, because it's rooted in Buddhism. And these guys are very devoted to Buddhism, the Buddhist suttas, Buddha, the Sangha, which is the community, the Dhamma, which is the teachings of Buddha. And they teach the same essence, which is liberation from the mind, the craving mind, and helping you to free yourself from yourself by using an original method called the 6R technique, which I won't spoil for you, but a very effective technique to help you stay in an uplifted state of mind and to rewire the mind out of negativity and out of craving. In terms of the actual program itself, a very consistent daily schedule, waking up early, going to bed early, just wholesome living while you're at the retreat, which was really refreshing and cleansing when you're stuck in automated routines in the world. You'd wake up every day about 5:30 a.m. You'd have your morning precept readings and meditation session at 6 a.m., breakfast at 7, and all of this is in silence, by the way. Noble silence is maintained during the retreat. And after breakfast, we'd all have our individual yogi jobs, which are part of the meditation experience to bring the meditation into the doing, which is the most valuable aspect to retain as you come back out of the retreat into the world again. And then after the yogi jobs, you go and have self-meditation, and then have lunch, and then more self-meditation, and then a Dhamma talk in which they use the suttas to facilitate the teachings, and then more self-meditation, guided meditation. So typically you're going to be probably doing anywhere from 6 to 10 hours of meditation a day. But the nice part about this is that it is loosely structured, and therefore you're able to make it what you want. They allow you to go about your journey in your own way that feels right and resonates with you, which I really appreciated as well. Also, every day you would have an interview with your teacher, and those serve to be really like check-ins for you to help guide you in your practice and to provide instruction and insight as to help facilitate your learning, or rather I should say unlearning of the craving mind. as to experience cessation and access nibbana. So this leads me now into the experience itself at the retreat, considering those three different factors of the environment, the people, and the program. All I can say is wonderful things about it, truly. I had an incredible experience. It was very well run. They care deeply about you and your progress on the healing journey, on the awakening journey. It is a perfect environment. People are wonderful, kind, and loving. And the program is taught according to the word of the Buddha, and loving kindness as the meditation technique to help ultimately bring you into nibbana. Not everybody uses loving kindness as the object of the meditation. More often than not, it's the breath. But as you'll see on this retreat, these guys provide a really convincing argument and use direct experience to showcase the tangible and more immediate benefits of using loving kindness as the object of your meditation, as to bring you into the state of nibbana more quickly and consistently. So if you guys are on the awakening journey, perhaps just starting, or if you've been on it for some time, you're growing in awareness, or maybe you're suffering right now intensely and don't know where to turn, I highly recommend that you check out this program. You book a 10-day retreat. Don't overthink it. Don't second guess it. Just go. It's very cheap, reasonable. It's a nonprofit. They just charge to cover the costs, the hard costs of you being there for food and accommodation. They're not in this to make money. They're in this to help you heal, to help you awaken. And there's so few people, providers, retreat facilitators that actually are authentic. So I'll share a link in the captions below for you to check them out, but please do. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me or any of the people at Dhamma Sukha. But hopefully this is helpful to you, and I hope that you get to have the same life-changing experience that I did. All right, thank you.